My name is Nikhil Chopra. I'm from Goa in India. But where I'm from is cities, some of the biggest cities like Delhi and Bombay, Dubai. So in a way, there's something about me which is deeply urban. The pandemic, I felt not just vulnerable, but I felt isolated. I felt that I needed to have access to this sense of urbanness and to a thriving community of people who are deeply engaged in cultural practice. And when I saw the call for this residency, I thought it would be perfect to apply, as the 6 months would give me this distance from a very perfect life that one has created for themselves in Goa. And being in Paris right now for me is reconnecting with a sense of urbanness. I've given myself a lot of time to draw. And especially this space is so ideal with this massive window and the light just pours in so beautifully through the day that it's just so conducive to making and just being deeply engrossed and even just practice as research, Time spent making a drawing is very much the research that I think is necessary for me to make performances with. Because I'm really getting into details with the drawings that I would have never had the time to in a performance. It's also a lot about having a dialogue or a conversation going with an artwork. The proximity to the artwork is so small. And that's really important to me, is to consider the fact that making an artwork is also allowing for the artwork to talk back at you. I worked precisely on looking back at performances that I've done here in Paris and France and started to find moments in these performances that would be interesting to bring into drawings and paintings. I've been thinking a lot about the presence of the body in landscape, especially since one has not been able to travel for a few years. So in that search, I've been sort of thinking about inviting a pose into the drawing. And I feel comfortable in placing myself, my vulnerable self, into the drawings as landscapes. So at some point, the body and landscape not just collide, but kind of melt into one another. I feel that the spirit of a residency is very much about fostering an artist's practice, and not necessarily the objects they make. At the end of this residency, I'll want to finish it with a performance work, with 3 to 4 hour long performance drawing. I get to then address also what is at the core of my practice, which is to put the body in the center as the maker and demystify this process of making a drawing. So the idea is to invite a drummer who will play drums, and we'll create this kind of high energy, sort of transformative moment or moments in this space. In a sense, that will sum up my relationship with what it means also to live and work together in a space, over a certain period of time.